Hey, this is Michael. Today I would like to talk about self-care and wellness and how it will benefit our pets. So often we as animal owners and lovers and caregivers and leaders, we are completely dedicated to our pets and we are around the clock 24/7 dedicating our lives to them, their care, their wellness, their companionship, their love. But sometimes what happens is we're so focused on caring for our animals and making sure that they're living the best life that we sometimes will sacrifice certain aspects of our own needs in order to give to them and provide for them. And it often isn't a conscious thing. I know so many people who, and I may be a little guilty sometimes too, feeding our animals better than we maybe feed ourselves, or giving our animals tons of exercise that's focused on their wellness and their exercise, but not thinking about our benefit or what we need. And so, I always recommend to people to check in with yourself and recognize all the areas of your life, your health, your work, your creative outlets, your relationships, as well as your connection with your animals, and just tune in and notice where there maybe is an imbalance. And then take the time to create balance. And specifically when it comes to yourself, so often, again, with self-care, we'll be grooming our animals and feeding them and exercising them and making sure all their needs are met, but we may sacrifice our own needs. And simple self-care, such as, of course, meditation, tuning inward, creating time for quiet and peace, to just be very present in the moment, breathing, relaxing, or exercise. Often we will exercise our animals, but it's important too to think about, how is this exercise also benefiting me? And animals are a fantastic way to get our exercise outlet, but just also tuning in, okay, well, where do I maybe need to make some adjustments that's going to elevate my health and wellness? And maybe that is, taking an exercise class or doing a new routine at the gym or a yoga class or simply stretching that's specifically benefiting yourself. Also, too, nutrition, being aware of how well you're eating. I know many people who are feeding their dogs and cats and horses these amazing diets, but when it comes to themselves, they may be cutting corners because they want to, invest their money into their animals. So they're, stopping at the McDonald's drive-through on the way to and from work or whatever. So recognizing, food is vibrational. And so being mindful of the energy that we're putting into our body and how that's affecting our body and affecting our being, because our animals are sensitive to energy and they turn to us looking for energetic leadership. So we might not be aware of it, but we are unconsciously feeding ourselves a lack of nutrition, or maybe we're not moving as much as we should, or breathing as much as we should, or taking care of our needs, our emotional, physical, mental, spiritual needs. Even like our outlets, considering what your outlets are and if you're honoring your outlets, such as creative outlets. Maybe you've always wanted to take a class in art or writing, or it could be an exercise class, or it could be in home remodeling or photography or whatever the case may be. And maybe years have gone by because of responsibilities, responsibility to the animals, to work, to relationships, to life. And 10, 15, 20 years could go by and it's like, I never got around to taking that class. So just taking a breath and recognizing where you can maybe make some adjustments to feed your spirit, to honor yourself, honor your outlets. And this isn't a way of taking care of yourself, your own wellness, your own self-care, and seeing where you can just lean into that and really make a change and take it one day at a time. Like, okay, well, I think I'm going to look online and see what classes are available where I can pursue a passion. But most importantly, honoring your spirit, honoring your passions, feeding that aspect of yourself that maybe you've been unconsciously neglecting for a while. And that's not taking anything away from our relationship with our animals. If anything, anything, it's actually benefiting our animals because we're feeding our spirit and we are elevating our vibration. And when we do that, our animals are going to feel it and they are going to follow our balanced, calm, confident, energetic lead, which is ultimately what they're looking for. And another thing that's really great too is simple like massages or Epsom salt baths, which is a way of just soaking, detoxing the body, releasing toxins from your muscles, loosening your muscles. It also is a really great way of clearing energetic debris you pick up from people or animals or environments. Maybe you walk into a space somewhere and you feel like, oh God, there's kind of a bad vibe here. I don't like this energy, and you feel like you're carrying it around with you. An Epsom salt bath will clear that away. And now actually there are a lot of like spas and businesses that offer float tanks where you go into your own private room and they've got this tank that you get in that's filled with Epsom salt, and you just float. Because of the salt in the water, you'll automatically float without trying, and it is very therapeutic and very meditative, and you can just sit in the silence and tune everything out and just really go inward, really elevating your vibration and releasing what no longer serves you. So any way you can just treat yourself to some me time and shift from the go, go, go energy, gotta do this, gotta do that, gotta provide, gotta hit my task list for the day, and really just prioritize taking time for yourself and what your needs are. And again, it's not taking any time away from your animals, but when you think of it in a way of benefiting your pets, because when I use this analogy a lot on flights. Flight attendants will say, put the mask on yourself before you put the mask on your child. I love that because this is what I'm talking about here: taking care of yourself, honoring your spirit, clearing your energy, pursuing your outlets, so you're creating balance within yourself so you can provide balance for your animals. And schedule it, put it into your calendar, find the time. If you're worried that you're never going to do it or you're never going to make time for yourself, put it in your calendar so you're going to get an alarm reminder that says, nope, this is even if it's like 15 minutes, this is my me time for 15 minutes today where I'm going to take care of myself, because when I take care of myself, I'm taking care of everybody around me, especially my pets. So just a little food for thought, energy for thought for this day. So again, I encourage you to think about where you can pursue a new outlet, where you can expand your energy through exercise, through nutrition, reconsidering what you're putting into your body and how it's affecting your energy and in turn affecting your animals, and see what you can do to make adjustments for yourself as well as for your animals. So until next time, I hope this has been helpful. If you need any assistance with your pets or with yourself, I'm more than happy to help you however you need. So feel free to reach out to me via email or message me. And until next time, I wish you, your loved ones, and your pets all the best. Take care.